Welcome to Destination Divergence, episode 69. This is the Winds of Change party. This party has been sent to Zendrick to uncover an ancient artifact or weapon of some unknown type that was used many eons ago to knock the planes themselves out of alignment. The party seeks to either stop this weapon from being used or potentially use it for themselves. You've arrived in Zendrick and were immediately sent along to one of the local pubs where you had a chance encounter with two familiar faces. Faye met with Anka, an orphan from her past who has now chosen to serve Faye, and Faye has managed to convince them to actually take payment. Carrick saw his father, who he chose to avoid, but it seems that he's leading the pirate life now. Later, Anka led you to, or later the next day I should say, Anka led you to the local Colosseum, the Red Ring, where several of you have now enrolled yourself as combatants, or bloodbound, as they are called in this area. The ring is an old, giant amphitheater that has been converted to a fighting ring just by its sheer size. Several fights have already happened today, only one of which has ended in death. In that case, it was a criminal who was being placed, or rather conscripted, to be part of the entertainment against their will, and was torn directly in half by the first blow. Not much of a fight, but it was basically a death sentence anyways. Clemens and Nakareth have both signed up as participants, Clemens choosing the name Splitstream, and Nakareth choosing the name The Sleeping Demon. Anka's name is simply Iron. Karik, you placed a bet. Can you remind me on who? And I believe it was for 3,000, but I forget who you chose to place it on.
I believe I put 3,000 on each.
On each, okay. Excellent. Yeah. So, to recap the situation then, Faye is currently in her seat alongside Karik, who would likely have returned at this point, and Anka, Nakareth, and Clemens are in essentially the green room, the locker room, waiting to take their shot. No one but fighters are allowed in that room, and that's the current situation. So what do you all do?
Okay, Faye is going to immediately just stand up and say, oh shit, forgot something. And I'm going to go down to just the... Actually, wait, who am I? Am I sitting with anyone who can do like the sending thing? Let me see.
You're with Karik and not Anka, just Karik, I believe.
Okay, wait, message. 120 feet of range. I can cast it through solid objects if I'm familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier. So I think I should be able to get close enough to Clemens and Nakareth that I can send a message to one of them.
That makes sense. You would certainly be able to get within 120 feet of them.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the message, and I'm gonna say, Nakareth, get Clemens and come to the edge. I need to give you both death ward. Okay, just make an excuse that you forgot something. Just come outside.
Smart. I'll be right here, right there. As I'll get up to head out of the ready room. Excuse me, I'll be right back. And grab Karik. Excuse me, we'll be right back.
Yep, the guards let you out easily enough.
Wonderful, and then we'll go up and find Faye.
The guards kind of stop you real quick as you leave and instruct you to take your tags off of the roster when you leave, and you'll put them back on when you rejoin. That way, there's no confusion.
Right. Will that set our times back, or does it matter?
Yes, it will a bit, and well, if anyone's, just if you're planning to come right back, it shouldn't matter too much.
Okay. We
Said if
shouldn't
anyone's
be more than a minute.
That wouldn't have anything to do with canceling any bets, would it?
No, just if anyone else shows up in that time, they may take your place, but I'm sure we'll find time for you today. It's early.
Do I think that's likely?
You can roll insight.
I will also do that. Because I can.
I perform my most piratey
The most
imaginable.
piratey. You have to lean in.
I
with
would swivel up my eye patch if I had one.
Yes, exactly. You gotta lean in with the non-eye patched eye. All right, both of you roll insight. There you go. Yeah, you think
20.
he's pretty reasonable here. He's a bit. It's a bit surprising for somebody to enter the locker room and then suddenly leave, especially two fighters, which normally wouldn't be standing side by side. But...
All right, let's just make it quick.
Yes. I will go back up to Faye. Death Ward, please.
Please and thank you.
hush now, I'm just giving you a friendly friend touch. I'm gonna grab both of their hands, and I'm gonna cast Twin's Death Ward. And
Okay.
Oh,
So
something happened.
Death Ward has a verbal component. And you're going to have to speak out loud some arcane elements of the spell as you cast it. So it's not as simple as just like putting a hand on each shoulder and suddenly there's magic. And you're in a crowded area.
Okay, well then, all right, simple. I'm just gonna live big. Oh, good. Glad you guys came back. Gonna walk with them down from the stands and just find somewhere in the hallway where there aren't a ton of people, and I'm just gonna do the thing.
Okay. Can the three of you roll me a stealth check, less for hiding, and more for trying to find a secluded location?
25.
Yeah, it makes
Okay.
up for that
Yep.
shitty roll.
Yeah, you explain your plan to Nakareth and Clemens, and they help you locate. With your 3 brains and sets of eyes combined, you manage to find sort of a corner of 2 halls where it's kind of like an awkwardly angled hall, and you can stand right at the edge of it and not be seen from either direction super well, and that's where you cast the spell. So, there you go. They are now both death warded.
No.
Thank you.
Hey, no problem. And when if you do a nice big victory, really ham up the drama, and I might do a little free pyrotechnics show for you. So if that happens, don't be alarmed.
Oh,
You're
I
not gonna
like the
get hurt.
sound of that.
Yeah, yeah. Get a photo finish going, and I'll make a flash for us. All right. Man, go get him, champ.
Strange to be wanting to draw attention to myself, but here we are.
That's show business. Go back to my seat.
People are giving us some strange looks. Maybe you should go ahead. You're a little bit faster than I am.
Sure, I will start jogging back.
And I'll just follow behind at a bit of a distance.
All right, so Nakareth, you head back. When you get back, there is standing between the guards a short gnome, even short for gnome standards.
Oh, gnome.
In very, very fancy attire. And he's sort of tapping one foot and looking over something the guard is showing him. And he sees you approach and says, yes. Were you one of the ones that just left a minute ago?
Yes, can I help you?
He sort of looks you up and down. You seem earnest enough. Suspicious of you two leaving at the same time. You're not planning to fix any fights, are you?
Oh, no.
We just
no,
had
I
a rather...
plan to fight with everything I have.
Roll me persuasion.
Oh, no. Where is that? There it is.
Oh, baby.
All right. All right. You seem that's reasonable enough, but just know that we're watching, and well, there was a few rather large bets placed on newcomers earlier, 2 of you, and then both of you suddenly left together. You can see how that would arouse suspicions.
Yes, I do apologize.
Well, as long as it's entertaining and you make us money, hopefully you make us more than any potential pets would lose, and well, your newcomers, how much damage could you really cause? God, come on in. The guards stand aside as he kind of waves them apart.
I suppose Clemens will get there shortly after that.
Yeah, you would probably overhear at least the tail end of that conversation.
Yep.
And this short gnome would look you up and down as well and kind of adjust his spectacles, but kind of waves you through as well.
He doesn't have a sling, does he?
Nope.
20s.
Sort of in a fancy suit that's like red and gold, and he's got these like wide, thick brimmed spectacles on. But
Lovely.
seemed like only a gnome's nose could hold those up.
Understandable.
All right.
I'll slap my name back on. I'm potentially at a lower place than it was before.
Does not appear that anyone has gotten here before you except Nakarth.
Yay.
All right, you're both back on the roster. So outside, several more fights are happening. In the time that you left, one had already been completed. It was, again, another prisoner execution, very swift. You get the feeling that this one was almost merciful with how quick it was. The champion didn't play with them or toy with them at all. It was just a quick stroke and they were down. As merciful as you could call an execution, I suppose. It could have been a lot more brutal. But you all sit in the fighter's locker room with Anka there as well. She kind of is puzzled and was something wrong out there? Why did you both have to suddenly leave?
Good luck rituals and stuff, before fights.
Oh,
Doesn't everybody do that?
Oh, yes.
I had a friend who always ate chicken before he would have a duel. It always worked well for him.
I always say a quick prayer to ROI.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I did the same thing, really.
Yep. Technically, yep.
Just needed a little blessing.
Of course.
If we were getting a literal divine blessing from our preferred deity, we should have religious exemption from any questioning.
I can understand it. It took me a long time to sort of adjust to praying in this environment. I can understand you needing some more quiet space.
Yes. Oh, sweet summer child. How's that?
Sweet summer, 20 strength, 6'9" child.
Oh, so innocent.
With a sword that probably weighs more than the Karth.
Yeah, probably. Well, I guess in the meantime, while we wait our fight, I'll just size up any other fighters around here.
All right. There's an interesting mix here. Most are like ragtag pirates and such. You get the feeling that whoever runs this place allows all comers, but tends to have a good eye for matching people against each other for what will be most entertaining.
Oh boy.
Because there are all sorts of skill levels here. There's just pirates and cutthroats and just street rats in general. But then there are obviously more seasoned warriors in nicer armor. There's everything from orcs to warforged here to what appear to be other not monks of monasteries you recognize, but wearing similar garb to your own, meditating in the corner. There are several mages that are sort of fiddling with arcane instruments and drawing circles before their matches.
Nope.
It is
interesting.
Quite a mix.
I wonder what I'll get paired up against.
So
probably another monk.
We'll skip ahead a bit over the next several matches until eventually it is time for one of you to fight. So, Nakarth, you put your name in first, so you will be up first.
Woo!
Show them what nightmares are really like, Nakarth. I'm sorry if that was insensitive. It seemed like a thing to bolster your spirits. I'm hoping that's what it did.
It's okay. It amused me. Thank you for the encouragement, as I will calmly walk out with my hands clasped in my robe in front of me.
All right. You begin to walk out as your name is called, and you get to the edge of the opening that would lead you into the arena, and you see standing at the other end a warforged. Excuse me. There we go. A warforged with twin scimitars. The man you saw before at the gate appears to now be in an announcer's position, and he is reading off from several lists and says, "And now, welcome, please, the Sleeping Deep." And then someone taps on his shoulder. He stops and somebody whispers in his ear. The guards have their weapons crossed in front of you, so that you cannot get into the arena. Sort of not in a threatening way, more in a, they will ceremonially open it so that you can rush in and have your big entrance and all that.
Mm-hmm. While my hands are clasped, can I activate the Eldritch Claws and like hide them in my sleeves?
I'll allow it, but I will first say that you're just by your passive insight and perception here, you feel like it might not be the best time just yet. Something's up.
Wait. Okay.
You get ready to, and then just something is off, so you stop. The announcer says, "Oh, apologies, folks. There appears to be a bit of a scheduling issue. It will not be the Sleeping Demon up now. Instead, Splitstream will be out. Sleeping Demon will be next. Apologies for the shuffle."
Oh.
They sent you back in, and please welcome Splitstream.
Strange. As Carrick's coming out, I'll be like, "Careful, there's something weird going on."
Clemens is surprised at this, but she tries to take it in stride, and she's going to prestidigitate lightning crackling around her scarf as she hops into the ring.
All right, yep. The guards part the weapons, you hop into the ring, lightning down the scarf, you land, and it kind of just flows gently just from the electricity causing heat to make it rise a little bit. The Warforged at the other end of the room just gives his twin scimitars quite a twirl and swirl for show. It says, "And up against Splitstream is Steel." And Anka leans into you, Nakar, and says, "And that's why I couldn't have that name. It was already taken, even though my sword is made of steel.
That's fair enough, I guess."
All right. So, how I would like to handle this is it is going to technically follow combat rules-ish.
All right.
But we're not going to have a field. We're going to describe it, and if one person can move faster than the other, that might create some issues. But it'll be theater of the mind. We'll work it out. But there will be some twists. There will be a lot of allowances for rule of cool, and also, a big emphasis on causing a good performance. And I might ask for performance rolls depending on what you do.
Nice.
Oh no. Okay.
So, can you go ahead and give me an initiative roll, Clemens?
All right.
There's no combat actives. I'm not sure that will actually work.
Okay.
But if you could just roll a dexterity check.
If you're wearing the helm, doesn't he have advantage?
Yes.
All right. That's a big initiative.
She is all about initiative.
Apparently. All right. So they start you 30 feet apart, and you will be going first. Let's get this going. There you go.
Clemens turns as dramatically to the audience as she can, and then just kind of throws her head over her shoulder to look at Steel. She says, "It's been a long time since I fought a Warforged. Last one was a little shorter. I'll try to aim for the head." And then she just does she puts her shield out in front of her and does a running shield bash of a shocking grasp to the thing's chest.
All right, good start. That is a hit.
All right. That is initiative if it's wearing armor made of metal. Does that count?
It is wearing armor made of metal. Sexing
All right.
roll.
And then she comes around and swings her bone staff to, as she promised, try to knock its head off.
All right. That is a hit as well.
And then if she makes contact, she is going to take all that lightning that's crackling around her scarf and she's going to channel it up her arm and into the thing's body. And that is an additional 10 lightning.
All right.
And that'll be her turn.
So you can tell that whoever this is, this Steel, they are very confident in their speed, but Clemens is even faster. With a name like Splitstream, who would have guessed? Certainly they didn't. And so they ready to charge at you, but find you are already charging them, and their defenses are not yet up. So you land 2 excruciating blows to them, one just into their chest, and while they're still shocked from that blow, hit them with the bone staff, and just a piece of the armor plating on their face just gets knocked clean off by that blow, and there's like a dark liquid
Nice.
dripping from their face. They are clearly quite hurt by this. Is that past turn?
Past turn.
All right. The figure will take their twin scimitars, kind of twirl them a bit, and try to shake off the massive blows you just dealt to them, and is going to just come at you with everything they've got. So the first attack is a 20 total to hit.
Fail.
All right, you dodge out of the way of that one. Comes at you again with the offhand. Even lower. Clemens easily dodges out of the way of Steel's hits, both of them. Let me just double check. Okay, yeah. They clearly were caught off guard that they were not able to land a single blow on you, and your defenses are too strong as you cleanly deflect both of their scimitars. It is now your turn, Clemens.
Going to I had to pull away a little bit to defend myself, to dodge out of the way, and now I anchor myself on my back leg and I just shove off and slam right back into him, trying to knock him down this time. Not mechanically, just, hoping that'll happen.
All right. That is a miss.
All right, well, I am nonetheless going to Bone Staff.
That is a hit.
And zappity zap.
McCarthy is correct. You would have advantage on that shock and grasp still.
Yes, let me
See if
roll that
hits
again.
as well. Not a hit.
Nope. So that's the 22 mixed and then 9 lightning.
All right. For a
Pass
total
turn.
of 31. All right, you swing the bone staff around again, and they manage to deflect your shock and grasp this time, seeing it coming, since you initiated with that before, but it took everything they had to block that, and the bone staff just whips around to hit them on the other side of the face, knocking another faceplate off. More liquid spraying out just in an arc, and they are clearly not as solid on their feet as they were before. But they're going to now take their turn regardless. That is another 20 total to hit.
Oh no.
They're going to try the offhand. And they did even worse with the offhand yet again. So Clemens cleanly deflecting all the blows. Clemens, can you give me a performance check for all of this impeccable defense that you are displaying?
Oh no.
So Clemens, you are very used to fighting with the intent of killing. So right now you are going all out on this poor Steel and not giving him a chance. And it's not a very exciting view on the outside. It's been 12 seconds and the fight is almost over with a completely one-sided victory. You can tell the crowd is anticipating something here, but you're not sure what. It is your turn.
All right, I realize at the last moment, maybe there's a guy nearby who's shouting something particularly insulting that Clemens at first takes to heart and wishes he was close enough to smack. And then she realizes that she needs to do something cool, and she's going to leap back, deliberately giving attack of opportunity.
All right. That is a 27 to hit. There we go.
That will hit.
All right. So that is... Alright, you deliberately give them a chance, and you feel this horrible stab in your back as you flip away. And you think for a moment, maybe they were waiting for this chance. Maybe it was all a ruse, as this digs way deeper than you expected, and you take 33 damage, including sneak attack.
Woo! Yeah,
As
that hurt a
after
little.
they stab and draw their blade back, they raise both blades in the air and kind of show off to the crowd a little bit.
I stagger, fall to one knee, and then get back up, give them a look, point up to the sky, and then call a ball lightning down on their location.
Okay. So that's a dex save?
Yes. This was a poor
Oh.
idea if they are a roguey, but it's gonna look real cool.
They rolled a 12 on the dex save.
All right. And that will be past turn.
All right, they see that coming and they kind of duck backwards and roll out of the way, but still, some of the lightning arcs up their blades and across their armor and still does quite a bit to them. They did not take the full brunt of it, but it could have been a lot worse. They're sort of they've got both of their scimitars up still, but they're not looking great, and they rush towards you with a sort of just more of a lumber than a graceful charge, and just swing at you from both sides at once with the scimitars for 27 to hit
That'll
and
hit.
a 20 to hit. So that is one hit,
Yep.
and that will be a total of 34 damage, including sneak attack.
All right. This makes Clemens quite angry, and she is going to feint with the shield and is instead going to use the weight of her shield as a counterbalance, come around and roundhouse kick, shocking grasp him in the head.
All right, you have advantage on this. That is a hit.
And then use that momentum to swing around and baseball bat him in the head with the bone staff.
All right, after that roundhouse kick, they are
Oh,
just
no.
they fall to the ground, sort of hands on the ground, and you weren't expecting them to collapse so early, so the bone staff swings directly where their head used to be.
So I do a completely inelegant swing and a stagger, and then come to a rest with a foot on his chest. And I look down at Steel and just put the staff to its throat and shout at him to yield and pass turn.
Make me an
Lots of lightning
intimidation.
crackling, by the way.
Yes, make me an intimidation check. All right. Steel begins to kind of get ready to roll out of the way, but you can see if Warforged had teeth to grit, he would be. He just finally releases both scimitars and pushes them aside and taps the ground. Can you give me a performance check, Clemens? All right. Describe how you show off your victory.
All right. I am going to raise my staff up into the sky and just let out just a burst of lightning upward that is really nothing special compared to the other stuff that I've been doing, but you know, Clemens is really not used to this sort of thing. And she is going to put away her weapon and offer Steel a hand up from the ground.
All right. You unleash this lightning and the crowd goes crazy. Everybody is very into this newcomer who could, at first, so quickly dispatch their foe, but Steel got the upper hand once again, and then Clemens came back and finished him off before he could continue to take advantage of the situation. Steel begrudgingly takes your hand and gets up and says, "You put on a good fight, newcomer. Hope we'll see you around more. I won't be so easy on you next time."
Same to you. I won't give you such an opportunity next time. I'll know that you can take it.
He nods a bit, trying to look as badass as he can, then coughs up a bit of blood, kind of wipes it aside, and the blood that Warforged have, which is much darker.
I was a little concerned for a second.
Yes.
Did he
Picks
eat
up
somebody?
both scimitars and kind of limps back off the other side. All right.
And then I'll go back.
Very good, very good.
Can I second wind out of combat?
Sure.
Thank you.
All right. The announcer steps up and says, "Well, that was a swift victory and a good fight. I'm sure you all had a good show." And the crowd goes wild again. And he says, "Now, apologies again for the mix-up earlier, but now it will be the Sleeping Demon's turn."
When this happens, I'm gonna do a message to Nikarith and say, "Hey, I'm gonna do the pyrotechnics for you. So when you do your victory, get ready for some fire, okay?"
Huh. Okay.
All right. So, Nikarth, you still feel like something is off. There's just an energy in the air you don't like. There's something about this, the way this announcer is speaking, you don't like. The fact that you got swapped despite being put in earlier, you don't like. But it's your time to fight. You do feel that.
Why do I feel like there's going to be a quarry here? Alright, as I'll begin to activate the Eldritch Claws before I'm even out in the arena.
Yep.
I feel like I need any edge I can get.
Arms crossed inside the robe, you activate that tattoo, so it'll be prepared when you enter. The announcer then points to the other side of the arena and says, and now our next scheduled champion, Night itself." And out of the other side of the room comes a woman in robes very similar to Nikarith's. Nikarith, you recognize her immediately as Novakri, the woman you saw in your dreams but nights ago.
Shit. Wait.
Yes.
The fuck? You are... What? Nikarith is just...
She
looks
shows
very off guard.
she doesn't flinch for a second and just is immediately ready to fight. Although you, with your very high passive insight, can see that there's just a sparkle in her eye of recognition that she is hiding.
Why you?
And let the fight begin! Can I get a dexterity check as your initiative check, or initiative check in general, Nikarith?
Okay. Oh, right. Ability check. Normal 13.
Alright. Oh, she rolled a natural 1, so Nikarith, you'll be going first.
She'd better.
Thank God. Well, Nikarith's eyes, he'll just narrow his eyes and they'll glow golden for a moment. And he's going to cast Hunter's Mark as his bonus action. And then I'll spend the key point to enter the patient defense stance, but I'm just going to take dodge as an action for now. And
Okay.
as I slowly take my arms out of the robes, the black inky tendrils come out, and I take a stance and give her the, come at me hand motion with the inky tendrils.
Roll me a performance check.
Okay.
See how much of a show you can put on while entering a defensive stance instead of attacking here. All right.
3.
Yeah, it really, again, much like Clemens said at the start of the fight, you're very tense and very just ready to fight to the death rather than trying to put on a show here. And it clearly shows. Which, may or may not be influenced by the character in front of you.
Uh-huh.
All right. It's her turn. She flings both arms back, and almost like wings unfurling from both arms, 3 long red bug-like limbs extend out from her ribcage, sort of ghost-like in appearance, much like Nakarath's arms that he summons sometimes. And then they all move in different patterns of martial arts as she prepares a stance and then charges at you, Nakarath.
Okay.
So you are dodging as an action, so she's going to make these attacks at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a miss. So 14, I'm assuming that's a miss.
Yeah.
Oh, that saved you from a natural 20, but that is a 20 total to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit still.
Alright, that is 14 points of force damage.
Okay. Oh shit. I need to get out the calculator. Sorry.
Good.
So 78 minus 14, that's 64.
Yep, you can also, if you highlight the text in the health bar, you can just type in minus 14 and hit enter, and it'll do the math for you.
Oh, okay. I hadn't figured that out on this one yet.
Yeah, that's a trick Ashley taught me, actually.
Nice.
Yeah. Good. So she misses with one hit as you are ready to defend, but the second hit she just barely manages to get through. It's very hard for you to defend against what is essentially 8 different limbs here. One manages to get through, hits you for that much damage, and then she kind of backs off, not out of your range to provoke an attack of opportunity, but just on the defense of herself. It is your turn.
All right, cool. Well, as my bonus action, I will summon all of my astral stuff in a glowing, golden aura.
So you've got the kind of the inky tendrils kind of merging with the gold. Is that the idea?
Yeah,
Getting a visual
the inky tendrils extend a little more and turn golden, and golden threads weave up over my face and around my body. And then I will make so summon is she, because she's within 10 feet.
Yep.
Dex
save.
Boop.
That's a 22 dex save. She passes.
Well, that sucks. Is it no damage? Or...
Either way, she has evasion.
Yeah, all right, fine. With the burst of force force, and then I will attack her twice. So attack. Normal. 14 is gonna miss.
That is gonna miss, yeah. That's a hit.
All right, cool.
Now stack up all your damage bonuses.
Okay, so that's plus 1d8 for the first attack, plus 1d6 for Hunter's Mark, and I'm going to spend a key point for Distracting Strike to deal an additional 1d8.
All right.
So 19 points of damage.
Whew, all right. you only have your 2 astral arms versus her 2 own arms and 6 astral arms, but yours packs what looks like a much greater punch, especially to the audience, as she defends against your first attack and the second one comes around. She's already had to kind of dodge under the wave of force you caused initially, and you just hit her right in the rib cage, sort of underneath one of the arms that has sprouted. And that arm just kind of bends backwards, and she kind of drops back and clutches her ribs a bit, but then puts up her fighting stance again.
It's a stand battle.
Hold on. So I did Arms of the Astral Self costs 1 key point. Okay. One key point. Alright, so I spent 3 key that turn, so I have 9. Alright. Cool. That's my turn.
All right. After that blow you just gave her, she kind of, all the insect-like arms clench together, kind of bulge for a second, then release, and a swarm of just red glowing eyes kind of pops out like a cloud and then begins to swirl around her like a tornado. She kind of holds both
Was
arms
Eli
out.
all along?
The eyes then begin just firing rays of energy at you, Nakarth.
Oh boy.
One by one here. That is a natural 19.
That's a hit.
That's another natural 19.
Okay.
That's a natural 20. Holy shit. And that's a natural 18. So I'm going to just assume all 4 hit, 1 is a crit.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
Those are
I'm dead.
rolls.
I'm so gonna die.
How much health do you have, Nakarth?
64 left? Out of 78?
Let's see. So...
Unless it's psychic damage.
hold on 1 second while I math all of these together.
Fair.
That'll be 52 points of force damage in total for that turn. As you are ready to defend against these physical and metaphysical arms that she has, and suddenly she blindsides you with rays of energy from all sides. And you're just not ready for it. They hit you, and some of them are aiming for the joints of your astral arms, places you're not used to taking hits at all. You feel like you've never felt pain there before. You're in a rough spot. What do you do, Nakarth? It's your turn.
Well, fuck me. I'm just gonna, I have to go all out. There's nowhere to run here.
Just this once.
And I will attack.
Your master can only forgive one of you. It might as well be you.
Alright, well that's a hit.
That's a hit, yep.
So plus 1d8 plus 2d8 because I'm spending the key point. 8 plus 1d6. Yeah, that's it. So normal 24 points of damage for the first attack.
Bam.
As Nakaris attacks back in a rage. Second attack, please hit 21 to hit.
Yep.
Sweet. I'm gonna spend another key point to deal an additional 1d8. 8 plus 1d6. Another 19 points of damage.
All right.
So that's minus 2 more. And then I'm going to... How is she looking?
She's looking pretty messed up at this point. I mean, she's looking hurt.
Alright, cool.
Definitely starting to feel it.
Only starting to feel it. Ooh, I'm so gonna fucking die. But I'm still going to... If I get hit once, I'm fucked. I'm just gonna flurry of blows this shit. Oh, please work.
Paid off.
My God.
You
All
are
right,
the hype.
So plus. Now, if the situational bonuses, will those automatically be doubled?
If you
I
hit crick
think.
and they're in the situational bonuses, they should, yeah.
Okay, so 1d8 plus 1d6 crit. And then final attack. Normal.
That's a hit.
Holy shit. I was angry. I was really angry.
Let's see. This is 77 damage so far this turn. Oof, 90 damage total.
Goodness.
So that's minus another 3 key points. As Nakareth finishes his flurry, pummeling the ever-loving fuck out of her.
Give me a performance check for all of those hits land in a row directly after you got hit that many times. And just describe this.
Um,
I'll let you take a
Alright.
performance check at advantage too. I'll say that.
any chance it could be acrobatics instead?
No, but I'll let you roll wisdom instead of
Alright.
charisma.
Okay, that works. So wisdom, performance, advantage.
You're
18.
essentially using your monk training here to put on a show. All right, 18.
Yeah, a show. It's totally for a show. Not fighting
Totally
for my life.
for a show. There's no history here at all. What are you talking about? All right. So well, yeah, as the name suggests, a flurry of blows is what you unleash here. 4 attacks in just a couple seconds, with all of them with your astral arms, really. So you're just probably sitting there with your arms crossed, letting these arms do their stand attacks essentially repeatedly. And she has been focusing on getting these eyes swirling around her and attacking you with those. So she brings her arms back in to defend, but it's too late. First blow hits, second blow hits. She's starting to get off balance. Third blow hits. It's extremely hard. You feel something crack on that one. And then the last blow just under the chin sends her onto her ass and sliding across the dirt. She gets up on one knee and kind of pants a bit.
Oh, she's still alive. Fuck me. Yield, I say, panting heavily.
Intimidation check.
Okay. Intimidation, where the fuck is that? Oh wait, don't I have advantage on that because of the visage? Yes, charisma intimidation. Intimidation. Advantage. 15.
All right. She kind of shakes her head a bit and stands up and kind of immediately grabs at her chest and then stands up again and then just rushes at you.
Shit.
So, what I'm going to say here is first, I'm going to let you make a dexterity save because she's reaching out with just her human hand trying to grab you.
Okay.
You could potentially avoid that with a dex save.
All right. 22.
All right, she reaches out, spends her whole turn on this one gambit, tries to grab you by the collar, but misses as her rib gets in the way, and she falls a little short, and you just immediately dodge backwards out of the way. That was her turn. It's yours again.
All right, cool. I will jump up and with both of my astral arms lash down at her with the golden needles protruding from my golden tendrils. Lots of gold. Attack.
All right.
Is that advantage if she is on the ground?
She didn't mechanically fall prone. I
Gotcha.
didn't intend to if I mentioned that narratively.
You know what? I'm gonna spend 2 key points to make sure that hits. To
Okay,
make it a 20.
That will be a hit.
All right, because I'm afraid. I don't remember what's hit. Yeah, no, the only thing that have hit have been like big hits. So 2 key points for that, and another key point to add an extra d8. So 1 point there left. Damage. d8 plus 1d6. 16 points of force damage for the first attack.
How do you want to do this? Not for a kill unless you want to, I should say, but it doesn't have to be.
No, I'm not killing her. I need answers. I will lash down, swing my arm down wide, and as I land, pin her to the ground by the throat with the tendrils wrapping around her throat.
All right.
And the golden thorns pointed at her eyes.
All right. You do that, and by the time the tendrils wrap around, she is already unconscious, but still breathing. You feel like the crowd has been silent for a second in tension, but now they erupt into applause. Give me a performance check.
Okay.
And Faye, were you going to intervene here?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. As the applause starts roaring, I'm going to give Nakareth, give me the first motions that you're going to do after you've pinned her to the ground and the applause starts. Just give like the very first moments. I just want to wait for you to start getting up or something.
Well, I was standing over her, so I'd probably just launch myself with a backflip and land 10 feet away from her or something.
Okay, as you land, I'm casting a careful firestorm, and the orientation of these is they're going to be sequentially 6 in a counterclockwise circle around the edge of the arena, and as long as, by the way, that this is a totally empty arena, there's nothing to be destroyed in here.
Yeah, just an open pit.
Yep, and I'm choosing, just in case there's anything, I'm choosing this as part of the spell to not affect any plant life. And then the final fireball dead in the center, just on them, but no damage from any of this. Just totally careful, just pyrotechnics show.
All right. So is it with an advantage performance check or?
I'm gonna let both of you make performance checks here, and Nakareth, you can choose wisdom here.
Thank God. 14.
All right, you put on a pretty good show. The crowd is impressed by this. They didn't see you use any fire before, but the fact that you won that fight in such a dramatic manner and you had fire in your back pocket all along, nobody could tell, and it's amazing. All right. So, one of the guard comes up and just kind of lifts this woman onto his shoulder and drags her out through the gate that she came through. And Nakareth, you are permitted back through your own gate.
As I will go in there and just slump heavily to the ground. Shit. And he just looks very, very disturbed. Yeah. As he goes back in and finds everyone.
Yeah, Kark will make his way down.
All right.
Come on, Faye, let's go congratulate them.
Oh yeah, yep. Let's go.
Oh,
One more.
what was that, Nakareth?
A ghost.
I see.
I thought she was dead.
Do you know if you're in any more danger here? Are there others who would be with her?
I highly doubt she's alone. But
Then we'll stay
I
close.
have my suspicions on what's in her now. So it will be dangerous no matter what.
All right. That was brilliant, by the way. I've never seen a fight quite like that before.
It was rather brutal. I was not expecting her to hit so hard. But I guess I should have.
If it were a true stand fight, you'd both just be standing there staring at each other to everyone else.
That's the real force damage.
I really love how like before the fight began, it's like I sense an enemy stand user.
Felt something. He felt the disturbance in the dream force.
You know what they say, stand users attract each other.
Yes.
God damn it, I really am a JoJo's character. I've never watched JoJo.
There's
Here
no
we
escaping
are.
it. There really isn't.
Christ.
We have
It's
the same
okay,
type
Kieran.
of
Everything is a
stand.
JoJo's reference.
It's all gangsta until the monk cast time stop.
Oh, good lord.
All right. So those two fights have been settled. Do any of the rest of you have any other plans here?
I go take my name off the board immediately because
Okay.
God, that fucking hurt.
Clemens is about to, then she decides to stay on the board. Regardless of whether or not they'll actually call people to fight more than once in a day.
All
She's
right.
like, I'm not dead. I can go again.
I will ask Charlie and Marcella, do either of you have an interest in fighting? If your character wouldn't, I do have characters you could play as, including Anka.
Jeez. I feel like. Hold on, let me check one spell here. Yeah, Faye would.
Faye would, okay. And Marcelo, how do you feel about joining in? Don't want anybody to feel left out.
Sorry, I stepped away for a sec. So we're coming back down to meet Nikarth and Clemens.
I was just asking. Half of the session has been taken up by two players in duels, so I was offering you and Charlie opportunities to jump in as well if you want to. I have other sheets if your character wouldn't want to fight in particular.
Oh, yeah, Carrick would be down after seeing how things went.
All right, so Carrick will sign up and Faye will sign up. All right, excellent. All right. Do either of you have names prepared by any chance?
Her radiance.
Her Radiance. I love
Her
it.
radiance. Oh my god, I love it.
Beautiful.
So fucking perfect.
Excellent. And Karik, a name for yourself?
Let's say the the slashing storm. I don't know. Yeah, that works.
Slashing Storm. Excellent. All right. Noted.
Before I sign up for anything, I'm going to cast Death Ward on myself.
Okay. Very good. You could find the same secluded spot you did before, easy enough.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll skip right ahead to Faye fighting then. Right. The announcer speaks up again. We have another newcomer today. They're coming out of the woodwork all of a sudden, but they've been great so far. So, introducing Her Radiance. With a name like that, I hope you live up to it and give us a great show. And one of our old champions who has recently been dethroned, Cleaver. And out of the other gate comes a hulking orc with 2 cleavers, one in each hand, wearing very little armor.
All right. Well, as I enter, I'm going to cast Prestidigitation, and one at a time, flames are just going to like come from like my center and form like 6 points like around me, like in a circle behind me.
All right, make a performance check. Oh, excellent start. The crowd loves it. You're already glowing, as your name suggested. There's fire around you. They love you. Can you give me a dexterity check as we enter this encounter? Or an initiative check if you have any other bonuses.
I don't think I do, so just regular dexterity.
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, the 18 versus the 17. Faye goes first.
Oh. All right, so for my own benefit, I want to make sure my music loads before I get started, selfish as that is.
Understandable.
In this episode, Faye fucking dies for her hubris. All right.
Charlie returns as Anka.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Wait. Oh no, I'm actually gonna die now.
Does that count as narcissism?
That's too good. All right, let's fucking go. Hey, big boy, behind you. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to make my spiritual weapon appear behind him. But for the crowd purposes, I'm really hamming it up. It's just gonna be a very long, ornate whip, and I'm just gonna crack him in the back of the head.
All right, he actually does start to look behind him as you just point, and so the whip actually hits him like across the face, if it hits, we'll say.
Yeah.
I'm describing things a bit early here, but have advantage on this because he
What
was
I go
distracted by
for.
your words.
Oh, love it.
With a
All right,
negative
attack.
wisdom and intelligence.
Okay, 25.
All right, yeah, it does crack him right in the face. He's not gonna like this one.
13 force damage.
All right.
All right,
Kinda
and
shakes off a bit.
and as I am gonna keep kind of like maximum distance as I'm doing this, just because obviously mage versus melee. But I'm just gonna take like a dramatic like crouching pose, and like as he turns around, I'm just gonna shoot a firebolt just kind of like towards his butthole.
All right.
Oh.
At 7.
That's a hit.
$11 damage.
All right.
I'm just
He has
gonna look
been-
at the crowd, raise my hands for a second.
Performance check, please. He has now been struck at both ends. The crowd is
Fan
already
favorite.
loving it. There's half cheering, half laughter as you're just making a fool of this orc. And so with
Smart
by
guy.
max distance, you mean you started 30 feet away. Are you just backing away 30 feet with your movement?
Yeah, I'm as far I'm as far away from him as I can be. Like those spells have big ass range. So if I'm, did you say the arena is 30 feet?
You started 30 feet away. It's a massive arena. We're gonna say that there's, I mean, unless we get to ridiculous distances, the arena size isn't really gonna matter.
Oh yeah, I'm
We can
I'm
abstract it
going-
away.
yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like prance backwards, like
All right.
explain to the
Tight
crowd
enough.
as I do that.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. He's going to take the aggressive bonus action and his movement to move double speed of 60 to catch up to you. After being made a fool of, he is angry and he's going to charge you with one of his weapons.
Okay.
That's a 22 to hit.
All right, I cast shield.
Okay, you block the first one. You keep that AC for the turn. That's a natural 1 and a natural
Oh.
20.
Okay, hold on one moment. I just gotta catch up to my spell use here.
No problem.
6 and then.
Okay.
Yeah, just go for it. You can describe
That'll be 12 slashing damage for that crit. And you
Well,
block the other attacks with the shield.
Yeah. All right.
He's gonna action
Okay.
surge and do it again.
All right.
24 to hit. Does that beat your new AC?
That matches my new AC.
That's a hit. Yep. That is the highest he rolled this turn. The other one's a 22. There's a 22 that would be lower than a 24. So yes. So that is 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Shit rolls. All right, your turn.
All right. Let's see. I'm trying to. I'm looking at Warcaster right now because I just want to see if, like, because I'm assuming I'm in melee range of him right now.
Yep.
Does that mean that I don't have disadvantage when I'm close by, or am I totally making that up?
That's a different feat.
That's a different feat. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what then? For the purposes of the show, yeah, all right. I'm just gonna say, all right, if you want to get close, see what happens, and I'm just going to, at the ground, just drop a careful fireball, saving myself.
Okay. Love it. So that's a dex save. Which unfortunately nat 20s, but still gonna take
Okay.
half damage.
Yeah. Okay, so have that.
All right. 16 fire damage.
Also, I will use my bonus action to bring the whip back and hit him again.
How far can you move the whip on a turn?
Oh, yeah, wait. Ooh, that might be a
He's
problem.
60 feet from your whip now.
Yeah, he moved real far. All right, it just creeps 20 feet closer.
All
How's
right.
he looking, by the way?
Barely singed.
Oh, no. I might be dying. Okay. That's unfortunate. Yeah, oof. Wait, do I have to... Okay, wait, no, sorry, I think I'm... Sorry, I've never done, like, melee versus
No worries.
mage combat. So if I, not even on this turn, but, like, if I were to Misty Step bonus action, that means I can't use any other non-cantrip spells, right?
Correct.
Okay, shit. Well, alright. Then I guess that's all I can really do.
All right. He's gonna, after receiving that fireball, he's gonna kind of shake his head and come down with both cleavers again. For a 21 to hit.
Shield again.
All right. The next one's a miss. Next one's a miss. And then there we go. That is a crit with a natural 19, which he crits on. Because champion.
Yeah.
However, that's again only one hit this turn. So that is a total of 15 slashing damage.
15.
15. And it is your turn again.
Alright.
So he's beating against your magical shield, and then finally one of them breaks through and slices at you.
Alright. Great. Okay. I've... What do you think? Have I seen anything bigger than a T-Rex?
Anything bigger than a T-Rex?
The question to ask is, what is the biggest T-Rex I've ever seen?
You're using polymorph, right? Which has to be.
I
want
to use polymorph.
I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. So specifically a beast bigger than a T-Rex? I don't think so.
A creature.
A creature. Oh, can it be anything as polymorph?
Wait, let me. No, any
Any
beast
beast.
challenge rating
That's what I
is
thought.
equal to or less of my level.
Right.
13.
Let me just bring up the monster list and go to CR 13. See if there's anything pretty large in there. Real quick. Oh yeah, has to be a beast. Let's see if anything that you would have seen. Probably nothing bigger than a T-Rex now.
All right. Then T-Rex it is.
All right, Faye has been replaced by a T-Rex.
All right, that is 4th level spell, so I'm losing. Right.
I will just drop you a link to T-Rex stats so you can have access to those attacks and stuff. There you go.
Okay, beautiful.
But that is your action to become T-Rex.
Now I wonder if I have any bonus actions as T-Rex. Probably not.
No, but you do have a few
Okay.
attacks, so that is nice.
And my HP like resets, right?
So your HP stays the same, but your T-Rex form has 136 hit points on its own.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. All right.
All right. So he is. I'm gonna have him just make a Wisdom check here. So he kind of backs up, stunned a little bit, and I'm gonna have him lose his bonus action this turn, just being stunned by suddenly a T-Rex in front of him and him having no idea what's going on. But he's still gonna attack. That is a crit and a 17. Your armor class is 13 now because T-Rex. That does hit. I almost discarded it, but and then a 12. So 2 hits. One of them's a crit. For oof, that was not the best damage roll ever. 19 total slashing damage to your T-Rex form.
All right. I'm just gonna calculate this over here. 136 minus 19. Was it 19?
Yep.
Okay. 117 left. Let's go, big boy.
It's your turn.
All right. Oh, I can't do both against the same target. That's stupid. Okay.
You
Guys,
can't
which
spin
one's
around.
better? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That bite is ridiculous. All right.
It's definitely a smaller creature than you.
I'm a munch,
All right.
so it's just a
Plus 10 to hit.
just a d20. Not
Oof,
great.
Not a hit, unfortunately.
All right. Well,
You are not used to this T-Rex form, and he manages to duck to the side as you chomp at air.
sorry. This is still probably good.
Oh yeah, no, he's dodging out of the way of
Go.
a T-Rex. This is insane. They've never seen this before.
Yeah. All right. So thanks. I got plenty of HP left. This fucker can come at me.
All right. That is a hit, a hit, and a hit.
Okay.
No crits, but 4 hits. 35 slashing damage.
Okay. All
It's
right.
your turn. So he's now just
I'm
slicing at your little T-Rex ankles.
Yeah. I'm grabbing him. I'm going in. All right. That's a hit. 26.
26 is a hit.
All right. God, I'm gonna have to do this shit manually, huh? 4d12. Plus 7. It's 39. If he's medium or smaller, he's grappled. DC 17.
Nice.
DC 17 strength.
It does not say. Escape. Whatever that
is
is.
grappled, so he needs to roll better than that to escape on his turn. Got
Yes.
it, okay.
Yes.
Great. You got him grappled and restrained, so you can no longer bite, but you could use your tail next turn.
I think it's is it I no longer bite, or I can no longer bite on a different target?
That's fair. It does say can't bite another target. I would let you continue to just chew.
Keep chewing.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Make a meal out of it.
He's gonna try and stab at your eyes with his cleavers.
Bitch.
Hit. Natural 20, hit. Uh... 34 slashing damage.
Okay. It's still
And
doing fine.
Your turn. He's restrained, so you get advantage on the bite.
Oh, beautiful. All right.
Makes a lot of sense. If you're just chomping on something that's already in your mouth, that you'd get advantage on the attack.
This is what the entirety of the 5e rule set was balanced against.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Faye's about to bite an orc in half. I sawed this orc in half. That's a lot of damage.
If he goes down, is there a way for me to like?
As a T-Rex, I don't with T-Rex's intelligence, I'm not certain. You have an intelligence
You're
of
gonna
2
eat
right
everybody.
now.
Okay, my plan is to drop him after this, but the deed has been done.
You
All right,
in your
so
blood,
what-
your hungry blood rage. You bit it a little too hard. Let's see how high the damage is.
So do I just do my 4d12 and then is it plus 14 instead?
So the +7 stays the same. You do 8d12.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
damage.
Believe it or not, still up.
Okay, can I let me know, just for flair's sake.
You just
Can I make a motion to just toss him up in the air after I do
I
that?
don't know.
Like, let him go.
You've got him grappled, so I'd say you could drop him. That's easy enough. You bite down, and there's this like resistance at first, and then you crack through his armor, and his flesh and bones are much less resistant than the armor. And there's just your teeth just sink in much farther than you intend to, and blood just sprays out from all sides of your mouth as this orc just screams, still in a rage, beating at your eyes.
Yeah, I toss him across the arena.
All right. He's gonna make an acrobatics check, which actually is proficient in. And yep, with a total of 19, just to correct himself in the air and kind of superhero land and slide a bit. And he's kind of tries to get up, and one knee is kind of shaking, and then buckles a bit, and he goes back down, and still trying to like crawl towards you with his cleavers out.
Okay, I want to see what the rules are for dropping polymorph. Like, I don't know, can I do that as a bonus action at the
It's
end of my turn?
a concentration spell, so you can drop it at any time.
Okay, I'm actually then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold it until the beginning of my next turn.
Okay.
All right.
I'll allow that. So basically, at the start of your turn, you will be on T-Rex.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right, so it's his turn. He's going to take the... I'm assuming he didn't roll far from you, but regardless, he's going to charge at you and make some swings. Hit, crit. This is becoming a familiar turn. Another 34 slashing damage. So
Okay.
He's going at your other ankle this time. You can see he's in a rage and not thinking clearly either.
All right, and so my HP doesn't matter because I'm coming out of this. With the general size of the T-Rex, can I actually feel like this would probably be naturally when I shrink back to my body? Can I be like not 5 feet away from him, like kind of like in the center of where it drops, like 10, 15 or so?
Yeah, I'll allow it. I would say you would just go to the center, which would put you 10 feet away.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yep.
Okay. So he's like fucking bloody, right?
Oh, yeah, he's swinging, and now
real bad.
the angle he was swinging at has disappeared, so now he's swinging at air and then looks up to see you and is ready to charge at you again, but there's just blood everywhere. You can't see any of his skin, it's all just blood. You're not sure how he's even holding onto the cleavers, it's just blood everywhere. There's blood all across the floor where you tossed him. You really wonder how he's even standing.
Then I'm just gonna like raise a hand, like crackling with fire, and I'm just gonna kind of put my chin on my fist and just say, "The storm's coming. Do you yield?"
Roll me a persuasion check or an intimidation check, I guess your choice.
I mean, if
It'd
my
probably be
choice,
intimidation, but
I mean, I'm going. I would rather make it persuasion.
I
Okay, yeah, you know what? No,
I
that's
misspoke.
You,
It probably should have been intimidation, but
Yeah. Oh, not great.
yeah, you're not getting through to this guy. He's in such a rage that doesn't seem like words or even you're not sure he has enough blood in his brain to comprehend words right now. Just violence and anger.
In that case, I'm gonna cast. Actually, so because we've moved kind of like towards the middle of the arena, do you think logically my spiritual weapon? Oh, I probably lost that when I transformed. Never mind. Okay. I'm gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern.
You wouldn't have lost it, but I don't think you were still at the same spot that because you transformed on the spot you ran to originally. So it moved 20 feet.
Yeah.
The spiritual weapon's still 40 feet away, give or take.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fucked up by the by the lack of.
Yeah,
map.
sorry.
Okay.
I'm keeping it in my head.
No,
at
no.
least.
We good. I'm gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern. Just
Okay.
make a real show of it. So, DC 19 Wisdom saving throw.
He rolled a total of 9.
Okay. He's charmed, is incapacitated, and has a speed of 0.
All right, he's sitting there ready to charge at you, and then just suddenly stops, and he's still bleeding, and then he just kind of falls into a stupor, like he just sits there. It almost looks like he just ran out of fuel. He ran out of anger. He ran out of rage. Whatever willpower was keeping him moving without his blood has ceased, and he's sitting there with his arms dangling. Still standing though. The crowd goes wild as you have clearly defeated your foe.
Well, when I oh, okay. Okay, so as the time passes, as he's just standing there, incapacitated, I would like to I'm gonna do the same thing as before. I'm gonna do the same thing as before. Cast a careful firestorm, but this time only around the ring of the arena. And when the flames die down, I'm just gonna be like doing a pose behind his like still swaying body, just like hamming it up.
Okay. I like it. So flames rise up all around the edge of the arena, completely obstructing the view of the onlookers. And you take those couple seconds to rush over behind him, which is only a couple feet from you, so it doesn't take you much time at all. And you strike your nice dramatic pose, and I assume adjusting your spectacles or something.
Oh, absolutely.
One hand out, yes. And the crowd, the pitch of the crowd rises even more. Can you give me a performance check at advantage, please?
Oh my god. How?
Either way, the crowd loves it. They eat it up.
Your other roll is a 1.
You can't. You can only go so low with that. Alright, yeah.
And the guards open the gate for you to pass while he still remains there standing still. And one of the guards comes up and has to like lead him by the hand out through the door, and he kind of stumbles along gently in a stupor. All right, you have won your fight.
Before Carrick gets called out for his fight, he'll like run up to one of the officiators and be like, "Hey, can I want to change my name real quick."
Of course, since you're a newcomer, we'll allow it.
Golden Tempest.
Golden
Nice.
Tempest. Ooh, I like that one. All right, make a note of that, and somebody casts prestidigitation on your nameplate and corrects it.
Thanks, friend.
Of course, for a newcomer who is, well, as impressive of a wallet of yours, it's no surprise you would want gold in your name.
That's one way to put it.
I hope you are as lucky on the field as you are with your bets.
Indeed.
All right. So, Carrick is up, and you will be fighting against Anka. Would anyone like to take over as Anka? All right, I will play Anka.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean,
I feel like you have a
I
duty to
just
take over
played.
as Anka.
I mean, I will do it if no one else wants to do it. She's my precious orphan child.
all right. Charlie, I have given you owner permissions over the Anka character sheet.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Here we go.
the main things to worry about are just the weapon attacks, really.
Okay.
Anka has 3 attacks at this level. Should have 3 attacks at this level. No, sorry, 2 attacks at this level. She does have improved critical, so you score a crit on the 19, which should be programmed into Foundry already.
Okay.
And she crits harder than normal. But her AC is correct, everything else is correct. You can second wind for extra health, that kind of thing. But there you go, that is Anka.
All right. Beautiful.
All right, let's get... All right. The announcer steps up. Well, today we have a less of a newcomer, but more of a rising star. The Iron. He raises a hand. The gates open. The guards step aside, and Anka slowly walks out into the field with her sword pointed directly in the air in one hand. This impossibly heavy sword, so easily lifted. And then she settles it onto her back across her shoulders and continues into the middle of the ring. And on the other side, we have the Golden Tempest. And the guards step aside for Carrick.
As Karek walks out, he will use the gust cantrip to cause his hair and cloak to billow as he walks.
Excellent.
And most of his like clothing and armor and weapons are gilded in gold.
All right. Excellent. Could you give me a dexterity check, or from each of you, really, for your initiative checks? All right, Carrick will be going first.
Carrick will do like an overly obnoxious flourish to pull out his double-bladed scimitar and point it at Anka and say, "Let us have a fair fight."
She pulls her sword out from her back and just points it directly at you and says, "I wouldn't have it any other way." And then grabs it with her other hand in a more defensive position.
Perfect. And he will cast haste on himself. And then as a bonus action, he will activate his Blade Song. And he will... How far away from each other are they?
You start 30 feet apart.
Okay, so he's going to just begin flying in like just wild arcs towards her, like moving way more than he needs to because he has plenty of movement.
All right.
And
Basically,
he will
probably,
end his
like-
turn with like a one slash at her.
All right, I
As
imagine
he
Carrick
closes in.
almost like instant transmissioning a few times in different places along a path, and then ending
Yup.
up on Anka. All right, go ahead and roll that attack. Don't believe that hits Anka.
Sure doesn't.
Anka raises her sword to defend against it, barely catching it in time. And you're locked for a moment with your blades grinding before she knocks you back. Anka, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to. I'm going to just do a straight up horizontal swing. And I'm gonna hope that clicking my greatsword is the way to do that.
Yep, if you click the little symbol next to the... Yeah.
Oh baby, we gave it.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh my.
Okay, 9 slashing. Not great. But then now combo move, horizontal, and then down to vertical. $18.
That'll miss.
Okay. Then I don't think there's much else I can do. I'll just kind of stand guard at the ready for your next hit.
All right, Anka lands the first blow. It is your turn, Carrick.
All right, Carrick will take that blow and return it with 3 of his own. Does an 18 hit?
18 does not.
Wow, these rolls.
Oof.
Oh my goodness.
Natural 2. Your third attack was your bonus action, correct?
No, that was my hasted action. He'll
Hasted
do one
action.
more attack.
Okay. Right, haste.
There it is.
All right. Yeah, roll that damage on me. All right.
Yeah, and that's his turn.
Classic exchange of blows. Anka, your turn.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna do two just like diagonal arcs in a row.
All right. These impossibly fast swings with the ridiculously heavy greatsword.
27.
That hits.
Great. 14 damage. Second.
Ooh, let me roll a couple
Yeah.
attacks actually. That's good. That's good.
Good call. Thank you.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yes. Important. And second attack. 21.
That'll miss.
Damn. All right. Then pass turn.
All right, Carrick is going to unleash another flurry of attacks. Actually, this time he's going to use his action to Booming Blade.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
That's a hit indeed.
And then Booming Blade does 2d8 at this level.
So 14 damage.
And then he'll hasted action, and I'll do 2 more attacks with hasted and bonus action.
$15 misses.
Whew. So close to a crit.
Old Papa. Wild that 30 is not a crit for you.
All right, and that is his turn after just unleashing a flurry of spinning blades.
All right, this is a fight of strength versus speed. Anka, you're up.
Yeah, she just kind of gathers her bearings for a second after taking some heavy damage, but yeah, comes back. It's just like two people punching each other in the face for a while. That's great. Sorted up. 26. Yup.
He's going to cast Shield.
Oh, really? And what does that put your AC to?
27. Or
Mother.
no, actually 29, rather.
Yo, seriously?
Yeah, because I have 22 between like Blade Song and my armor and my my feet, and then +2 from haste.
Well, that's
Nice.
crazy crackers. Love it. Okay, let's attack again.
The classic blade singer.
It's a big ol' miss.
You would make Papa Tolkien proud.
And then I'll just be at the ready for another bunch of hits.
All right, another flurry.
I imagine Carrick is just sort of attacking Anka from all sides, just like
Yeah,
spinning
just
around.
swirling
constantly.
around and flying all around. Yeah, he hasn't touched the ground once. He's been in the air the whole time.
Meanwhile,
29
I'm just rocking the guts build.
is a hit. Yes.
You just gotta be careful because this would be the part in Dragon Ball where you hit him 37 times and then he grabs your foot.
Right.
Oof, these
Nice.
rolls.
All right, one more.
All right. So what has the total been so far this turn?
So that
34.
is, yeah, 20 or
Yeah,
34 rather.
Fucked up, man.
And then does 19 hit?
Yep, just barely. Yep.
And 8 more.
So 32 damage.
Or,
42.
42.
Jesus. Okay.
Second wind
All right,
might help you
so-
last one extra hit.
Yeah. She's bloody, but start of her turn, she dramatically gets back up, uses second wind. So 1d10. Yep. All right. So I got 19 heal,
Nice little self heal.
and then swinging. $25.
That'll just hit.
Okay. 10 damage. Watch you roll your concentration there. It's fucking hasty.
Oh, that was an
Oh.
ability check, so
No.
I would have plus 6 more to that. So it's up to 13.
Oh, and you have advantage on these checks? Shit.
Yes.
What are you trying to clear with these?
Half of whatever you roll or 10, whatever's higher.
Okay. Oh yeah, of course. Alright, and then that's a miss. Oh, poor Anka. Sweet. Sweet girl.
Kark will, for the first time in a bit, stop spinning his blade for an instant, pull out a wand, and say, "Sorry, Anka," and uses wand of.
no.
Oh no! Wait, no, I'm not attuned to the wand right now. Never mind. Never mind.
Sorry, Anka.
Sorry, Anka,
Looks
puts
at
the
the
wand
wand.
on it.
Canonically happened. He pulled it out
Never mind.
and it just turned flaccid in his hands.
The wand just goes.
Yes. Excellent.
I'm sorry, this doesn't usually happen.
Hey, pressure gets to us.
Instead of the wand, he pulls out a javelin of lightning and just yeets it. So each creature. So yeah, it's just I still roll the attack for that. I'm doing the special lightning thing.
Right. This one always confuses me.
So 19.
Right,
So I
the
think
target
it's
you
just
still
the-
attack. Everyone else would make a save, but the target just takes the damage.
Right. Yeah, the target takes the damage if I hit it.
Right.
You just keep tying my AC, and I have no way to increase that. Bummer. You know, what am I taking?
Oh wait, so the target also makes a DC save to do the other. 40
Oh,
save.
there you go.
So
Okay.
yeah, make a deck save.
Fuck out of here.
All right, so I'll do the one that'll be halved
No,
first.
it says on a hit, the target takes the damage from the javelin plus 46 lightning damage. And the target.
Yeah, but it also says each creature in the line excluding you and the target. I missed
Yeah.
that. Okay, never mind.
Never mind. My
Take
good roll.
all the damage. Plus javelin damage. 18. Oof.
Anka's hurt, but like, there's a bit of a that's it moment. I talked that one up there. Right. Oh, here it comes.
Oh, hasted action. Okay. Yep. Question, Karik.
Yes.
Did you throw the javelin from melee range?
Oh, that is a good point. So it would technically have disadvantage.
Yeah, just roll again, see if it rolls less than that 19.
Yeah, so it has to roll less than a 10.
Because otherwise you'd have to back out, take an attack of opportunity, and then fly back in.
Okay.
Okay,
so
this still would have hit. Alright, so that's 11 more. Yep.
And then I don't know how that works if I use my attack action for the.
I'd say it's still an attack action. It just doesn't
Okay.
have extra attack.
So I'll do the bonus action. Yeah, it's a mess.
Alright, Anka. It's redemption time.
Oh my god. Just also, as I'm in two minds right now, while this is happening, even knowing it's Carrick and like Faye trusts Carrick like very much at this point, never any bad blood there. She's just like holding her breath this entire time and like has heal at fucking ready. Like I'm just like not gonna let her die.
Makes sense.
But that's more of a nervous pseudo parent sort of thing. Yeah, I'm gonna keep fucking hitting. I'm going to the end. This is really making a show out of the fact that like she very much in reality is fucking bloodied right now, but just soldiering on, trying to give a good show, knowing pretty much. I feel like Anka at this point is trusting that Carrick is not gonna like finish her off, and this is just a duel. So here we go. Great sword. That's juicy.
She promised to fight. She's gonna give a fight.
Come on, give me that 19 crit range. Come on now. All right, 12 damage. Full
The 18
concentration.
is so unfortunate.
Yeah, I feel feel affronted by it.
12 damage.
Is there even a possible roll that you will lose this?
Yeah, give me a concentration check. Carrot.
Laugh in my face.
Not even funny.
That was a bit of a T-pose.
All right,
NGO.
my 3. Is that it or
A
no?
1 is the only way
That
you
does
can
not
do
hit.
that.
Shit's rude. All right, she prepares for impact.
All right, and Carrick is going to try and, in this flurry, use the back of his blades as he like does like a reverse flourish
Okay.
to try and take her out without killing her.
Pummeling me.
If she is that close, I don't know.
She's pretty bloodied,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Fuck, man, these 19s is killing me. Killing me with this. Quite literally. Yeah, Anka's down.
So yeah, he just kind of does one big flourish and then just with the back of his blade cracks it down over the back of her neck.
Excellent.
Yeah,
All right, give
stands up in your seat.
me a performance check, Carrick.
Damn.
Yeah, the crowd couldn't see a lot of what just happened there.
I'll flash that.
Okay,
So it's a 12. It's a 12.
All right. So during that intense flurry of just flying around, constantly hitting Anka from all sides, you throw in some pauses here and there so the crowd can see more dramatically what you're doing. Otherwise, it would have just been a blur and Anka just kind of getting hit repeatedly, just the clanking of weapons against Anka's armor repeatedly. So you throw in some poses right before you strike here and there, making it look a little more dramatic. And then Anka, you finally just hit her right across the back of the head. She falls down to one knee and then to the floor, and you are victorious. And the crowd goes wild. The announcers... I'm sorry?
Raise a victory pose with his blade in the air.
The announcer says, well, I can see why they call you Golden Tempest. That makes a lot of sense. I couldn't see much more than the gold and the tempest, so good show. And the gates open and you are let out. All right. And Anka is a guard comes up and kind of tries to lift Anka onto his shoulder, but he can't. And after just a brief moment of struggle, Anka gets herself up and it's like raises a hand, and the crowd cheers again as she is still up and still struggling, but she has conceded the fight, and she walks herself off the field.
Before she walks off, Carrick will like try to give her like a handshake.
Oh, she'll gladly accept that. Big, just like the heavy clap of a gauntleted hand against yours.
Hell yeah! And upon doing that, he'll do like a 4th level cure wounds.
Okay, you receive the handshake and there's just blood all over your hand and up your arm a little bit, but you cast cure wounds and she stands a little taller and says, good fight. And just gives you an approving nod and now is not limping off the field.
Good fight indeed.
All
Back in
right.
the stands, Faye just grabs Clemence's arm and is like, Clemence, hold me. I'm not cut out for this. This is too stressful. It's my girl.
Come on. No. What are you talking about? This is wonderful. You need to build a stomach for it. You certainly seem to have a stomach for it back there.
It's different when you're munching on an orc, man. It's different.
Is it? I suppose I never have, is it though?
You got that T-Rex rage. Nothing means anything in there. It's a dark place.
I rub her back and say, it's okay. You don't have to do it anymore if you don't want to.
Laughing and weeping at the same time.
Excellent. All right. So the rest of you gather. Anka is led back to you as well and rejoins the group. And at some point, one of the sort of officiators of the place comes down to you all in the fighting pits, sees that some of you are not there, but manages to find you in the crowd, and comes to you himself and says, "It's another gnome, a different one, but dressed in much the same clothing. Another employee of this place." Says, "Yes. Your earnings for the day, and you, sir, for the bets you placed. Well, both of you won. So
I really hope we didn't bankrupt him.
Oh no, of course not. There's plenty of coin to go around, but we will definitely be changing the odds on you newcomers from now on."
Bow graciously at this.
Oh.
So they
Well,
hand.
this line was very close.
Yes, they were. You all put on quite good shows. The crowd was quite entertained. We made plenty of money. Can we expect you back again in any time in the future? I know I'll see you back again, Anka.
Perhaps.
We'll be around the area.
For a little while at least.
Excellent.
Trying to get to know people. I kind of raise my eyebrows at him. Oh, smooth like.
Roll me a persuasion check. Yes, I see. Where are you staying?
We're staying at the place that's not called the Golden Dragon Inn, but that's the salty spittoon. The kitten, I forget the name of it.
I don't remember either.
The sea cat, the ship's cat.
The ship's cat
Yeah.
is correct. Yes.
Okay, there was cat in it. That's right.
Meow.
The ship's cat. Ah, yes. Popular spot amongst travelers. Good to know. I'll have expect a visitor tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of says under his breath a little bit and nods to you and passes out some pouches of coin to each of you. Carrick's is about 10 times the size of the others. Carrick just gets handed a pouch full of platinum, which would be 600 platinum. Because of these gigantic bets you've... Wait, was it 600? I did the math wrong. No, that's right. Because of the gigantic bets you placed and how they all won.
So 3,000 apiece. So he spent 6,000.
Yes, I did the math wrong. You're correct. It would be 1,200 platinum.
That's too many platinum.
We already broke the economy, but now
Sir.
it's like
Sir, you are making a
fuck it up
scene.
even more.
Carrick just blanks. No, actually, Carrick just takes the bag, doesn't look in it, and assumes it's gold.
Yeah. I feel like I turned in a lot more coins than this before. Weird.
Oh well.
Each of the rest of you gets a pouch with 100 gold in it
Thank
for
you.
a day of entertaining fighting.
All right, can we just add all that to the funds?
It wasn't. I didn't spend 6,000 on them each. I did 3,000 each.
Right, but you spent 6,000 total.
Yeah,
Yes.
and they won the bets,
Okay.
so they doubled it back to you.
Okay.
So yeah.
Just making sure. Okay.
Yep,
My
you
God.
doubled your money on that one.
Oh baby.
They
All
took
right,
a risk
so-
on newcomers.
If platinums were the weight of US gold dollar coins, that would be 21 pounds of coins.
Oh, it's a lot. I think it's let's see.
Isn't platinum heavier?
No, it's coins are the same weight no matter what they're worth. Platinum coins are just smaller.
All right, fair.
That is 24 pounds in. Yep. So it's the 24-pound pouch of money.
Wow.
Fat sack. Carrying that cudgel
You
around.
wonder where that gnome pulled it from, because he didn't appear to have. He's just sitting there in his like fancy suit, reached into a pocket, and then just like Mary Poppins'd out like this gigantic pouch of gold.
That's almost as big as him.
Yeah, because he's a fucking gnome.
It is a like hefty garbage bag full of coins.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Just looking like trashy Santa Claus.
He must
Bloody
be so jealous as I pour this into a bag of holding.
Oh god. Well, I'm at some point gonna have to ask around for more information on the person I fought, because I need to go track them down.
Of course.
Yeah, I forgot
Yay.
important shit happens in the car as I'm just having my little T-Rex fun time.
As he's just sitting there recovering because he got beaten to an inch of his life. I got 12 hit points.
Hey, at least you didn't have a T-Rex chomp you in half. What kind of asshole would do that?
I'm just really glad I went Nova when I did and had. I'm glad I took the precaution to spend a bonus action doing the tendrils first.
Yeah, that helped out a bit.
Wait, that's an important question before we wrap up. Did Anka see Faye fight?
She would have, yeah. Turn into
Good,
a
I'll
T-Rex and
Give
just
her some therapy later.
The sacred animal of your faith is now a T-Rex, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Jesus. Oh man. All right,
I
does someone want to do bookkeeping on
Human
the storage?
sacrifice
So,
may also be a part of your faith now,
Oh, no.
because the god is confirmed to eat people.
so wait, we got 1,200 platinum. I'm just gonna add this all to the party
Yep.
storage.
And then each of you would have gotten 100 gold coins in payment, including Kark, because he fought as well.
All right, so 400 gold.
Well, did we get Anka's gold too, or?
Oh my god, wait, is there? There's four of us.
Oh, I forgot she was coming with us.
That depends on if you would take Anka's prize money or not, I guess.
She keeps it then. Okay.
God, I'm not trying to skim money off her tab. No.
We already paid her a lot.
All right. There we go. Money is. We just
Yeah.
got a lot of money. Holy
Indeed.
shit.
Tell Anka to pick out any ship, she can have it. That's her cut.
All right. Well, we will pick up from there next week with a mysterious visitor of some kind who shall be approaching you in the ship's cat in the evening. You've put on a good show today. You've earned a lot of money. You've taken a lot of money from a betting establishment, and you've drawn some attention to yourselves. So we will see where this goes in the City of Pirates next week.
Thank you very much, Jordan. That
Thank
was
you for playing.
Yo, that was wicked fun.
Hey, you gotta have some good, just
great episode.
good
Yeah.
combat fun every once in a while, right?
Yeah.